Okay? We're live. We're live. I started watching First Contact yesterday. I lasted 5 minutes because it fucking sucked.
What the
What?
Bro, I'm sorry. That movie was made in 1996.
What? You
And
mean in the beginning, like
it looked
some
horrible.
Sort of.
The 1990s were the golden age of cinema, you son of a bitch.
Yes, back
Saturday
then.
morning.
But look where we are now, 2022. And I'm sorry, Captain Jean-Luc Picard looks such a handsome man. Now he looks like a shriveled up penis.
Wait. He's a handsome man now, but he looked like a shriveled up penis? Or
No,
you're saying he was handsome?
He was a handsome young man back in the Star Trek TNG days. Now he looks like a shriveled up penis that can't walk straight, has a crooked back.
That's how aging works, you lunatic.
Oh, God, and fucking
That's
Data.
how aging works.
Oh, Data looks horrendous. All that, like, yellowy looking. Oh, my God. What were they thinking? That poor guy.
He
Having
does
to
look
wear
like
that
a-
disgusting makeup.
Wait a minute. How does Data look bad? Does he look bad as he looks in Picard, or how he looks in First Contact?
He looks bad, period.
Because he looks bad in Picard. He looks real bad in Picard.
Oh, my God. And fucking Dwarf. Whatever the fuck his name is.
Worf.
War.
Really?
Dwarf.
Are you even trying at this point? Are you
No.
even trying?
No.
No,
We're
he's not
fucking-
trying. He didn't even introduce all his great talents or the name of the show. He
We
just
don't need to
barreled
be
on with
introduced.
this garbage. Sure we do. It's not like we have names written under our heads. That's why the Luke does it every time.
Hey,
Dude,
everybody.
it was bad.
This is Alpha Podrants. I'm your
thank
captain,
you.
Luke John. What's going on,
Feels so
everybody?
much better.
Let's
Oh,
see.
hi.
Who we got here? We got Jim is from outer space over there.
Yeah,
then we got
I don't
Iron
want to
Lou
turn my
over
camera
there.
on. I'm
Why
afraid to
not?
turn my
What's going
camera
on?
on.
Oh
I
my
had a
goodness.
shaving mishap. I was doing a nice
Oh, no.
fine trim, and then my mustache fell off.
You look like fucking Santa Claus.
He looks Amish, to be honest. He looks
Oh my
Amish.
goodness.
Did you go push over a cow today? Oh, forgot. I'm sitting right here. You can't push me over.
Oh. Someone
Speaking
needed
of
to
moo,
raise
that
a barn
is-
and he couldn't show up
Ooh,
unless he did that.
self-burn. Those are rare.
Dude, bro, that one scene where Data fucking falls down the corridor where the Phoenix is and shit, that shit looked horrible.
Hello, 1996, limited technology.
No, you could have made it look better. And then the machine gun fire, like,
You said 5 minutes, so I mean,
okay,
you were
I might have
up to date.
exaggerated.
You were
I
up to
gave
date.
it 10.
No, you were in there a
That's
while
like-
to
that's
get to
like
the
a half
machine
an
gun
hour.
fire. That
What?
was in the holodeck when he's like, "Ah!" and he's cutting through him, and,
No.
and the chick is like,
He's
"Whoa,
talking.
whoa,
About,
whoa."
he's talking about the scene where right after the Borg attack the village, and then they go down to investigate, and they're in the silo with the Phoenix. Picard and Data are in there, and then Lily fires on them with the machine gun. He jumps down. She shoots Data, and he's like,
yeah, he's like,
yeah.
yeah.
And then she faints.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like within the first 20 minutes of the
You
movie.
see what? I'm sorry to interrupt, but you see what you guys are doing to poor Jerry? You're making him do dumb things with a mask just to get attention because no one's introduced him yet.
No, just trying to take.
But if that's the
Jerks.
case,
This
no
is
one
a very
introduced Miles
unprofessional
O'Brien,
show.
Spirit Animal, or Jerry Shepherd PP.
Jerry S. Simple.
Thank
Simple. Space. Jerry Space.
I'm here.
Unprofessional.
Are
The
you?
reverse.
A hell of a beginning to an episode for us to get into this whole fucking rant where I try to figure out why Lou doesn't understand like why First Contact
Bro,
is really
look.
one of the best Star Trek movies ever made.
I could have been in a bad mood yesterday, and I really didn't give it a fair chance. Because I literally watched those 20 minutes,
Love that movie.
and I just turned that shit off and started watching Black Panther.
Interesting.
And you've seen Black
like,
Panther how many
like,
times?
that's an interesting choice to switch to. I mean,
Because, you know, I'm on my shield. I went from the Plex to Disney Plus. I just said, fuck it. But oh my god, I did like the Enterprise though. That was a nicer Enterprise compared to that original one.
The
That was the
Enterprise,
E.
yeah, the Enterprise that was in First Contact was the E, because the Enterprise D was destroyed in Generations.
Yeah, because it hit the planet and all that other shit.
No, it got hit with a what is it? Like a proton torpedo. It got blown up by a proton torpedo. The disc, the saucer, had to disconnect, and then it crash landed on the nearby planet.
Oh, don't get me started on the Borg cube blowing up. That scene was so bad.
And the circle coming out.
Yes, and then the circle comes out.
The
The little
sphere.
sphere comes out, and it fucking decides to go back in time. Like, how many times does Star Trek go back in time?
Well, that's an interesting thing to say. So let's segue into
That was the segue. Hello.
Alpha Podrants, episode 8, Royal Pain in the Ass, because a lot of people think
69
that this
pages.
episode is a pain in the ass. It's
Yo, I'm sorry, but
pages. It's 69 pictures. Before it said 180 on the first window. Okay.
this kid who plays young Picard, whoever casted him needs to be
lad?
fired.
Why is he another fruit booter?
I don't know if he's a real life fruit booter, but A, he doesn't have the similarities to Picard, and B, he was just a
I thought
whiny
he did.
bitch.
I thought he did. He had Picard's boxy, weird head.
No.
I'm
I
sorry.
did not
I'm sorry, Charles, but I can't be stopped. I'm being distracted. Speaking of similarities, what's the name of that doctor on Planet of the Apes? The monkey doctor.
Cornelius?
Which version of Planet of
Cornelius. In the old
You're
ones.
Cornelius?
the Apes? The old ones?
From the 60s.
Or are you talking about the old one with Mark Wahlberg?
No. He's
No,
if
the
he's
one
talking
before
about
that.
the old. If he's talking
Oh,
about the
God,
old one,
Jim.
the one from the
You
60s.
really do look like an Amish guy. We need to hide you for real.
Put your hat on.
I think the
no.
hat might
No.
save you.
No, it's gonna go 10 times as Amish.
Yeah, it does.
There you go.
Hey, I'm gonna fuck your wife. Hey,
Do you got your horse buggy outside your window?
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna
goodness,
ride my
all right,
horse
all
buggy
right,
to go fuck your wife.
Let's not scare everybody. Let's not scare. If this episode didn't scare people away enough.
Well, let's make sure we talk about. We have a lot of views when we do Star Trek and all kinds of shows because
No,
we're
let's
the-
not talk about that or those
we're
people.
the best viewed program ever.
Yeah,
Don't listen to
yeah.
him.
No.
Nobody engage him.
Okay.
Oh,
Who was?
okay.
Oh, is this Bashir or whatever the fuck his name from Ladoscar?
About not Bashir, Gaius Baltar.
Whatever.
I have something important about this that Charles didn't seem to point out yet. What about this picture is unusual, Charles Whedon?
Everything.
Well, anybody else could answer, but Charles, if somebody else answers before you, unless of course you know the answer, then you're a dick. But Charles, what is unusual about this picture?
He has a weird daddy.
You have time. Anyone? Anyone? Time's running out. 3,
Please enlighten us.
2. It's a Deep Space Nine era uniform and insignia.
Oh,
I did
so they
pick
did
up
that
on
on
that.
purpose.
I did
They
pick
did
that
that.
up.
Shame on you, Charles. And in fact,
Because back
speaking
then, at some point, I remember, confusing the two of them. Everyone confuses the two of them. It's and actually,
I
That's why we
suspected
have
that,
this
but
here.
I wasn't able to pick up 2 and 2. I wasn't able to go okay, wait a minute.
where are we going to put him if you picked him up?
Oh, shut up, Todd.
Uh-oh.
But no,
Bro, your producer is coughing too loud into the microphone.
Yeah, that somebody in the background is coughing a lot loudly.
They shouldn't be that close to the stage. They need to learn their place.
Dang.
Yeah, I thought she was jinxed as well. She's not allowed to say anything.
Women, they're stupid. What do they know? Anyway, go on, Charles. You were saying.
I did like with his uniform.
women.
I did suspect that there were some similarities.
But yeah, see,
to the DS9 uniform. However, it is not exact. It's not exact. There are similarities, but they are not identical.
Apparently, it's
combat
also
is the
First
same.
Contact era or Generations. I don't remember. Maybe I
No,
still
not
remember.
Generations. Generations is actually the first DS9 uniform, which is also the same uniform that they wore throughout the entire series of Voyager. The gray top uniform of DS9 did not show up until season 4.
Bro, shut that phone off. How rude.
However, the uniform that's being worn by, let's just say, Guys Baltar in, or Daddy Picard.
Guys,
spoiler
guys'
alert.
balls are hard.
Whoa.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
no, it's just the uniform that's being worn by the psychiatrist in this episode is similar to that uniform that's being worn by Bashir, but it is not exact.
wow! You know what I just
know-
realized is terrible? Talk about going over daddy issues with your psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Chimney.
No.
crickets.
Okay. Go back to the uniform. Go back to the the psychiatrist. Go back to him.
Okay.
Okay. Look at the gray top. It is a straight like fabric. If you go to
That's
the
not gray.
Yes, it is. It's a dark gray, but it's
That's
a
not
gray.
no dark gray. Motherfucker, this is a dark gray. That's like a blue.
No,
Dark gray is
it's,
his
it's,
seat in the
it's
background.
dark gray.
Black.
Shit,
dark
gray
gray.
my ass.
But no, it's just
That seat is gray. That shirt is
why-
blue.
it's dark gray.
That is not a dark fucking gray.
Can I continue with my point here?
You can say your point, but that's not a gray.
Can I
let's talk
complete?
about
Can I
colours for the next 30 minutes.
can I please
Finish.
continue with
Finish.
my point?
Finish.
Look at the fabric. The fabric does not have the indentations going vertically. It doesn't. Going across the entire thing. With Bashir's uniform, he does have the vertical. There is none of that.
Oh, that line. That
Yeah.
line right there. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not exact.
Right
Also,
in
the
here.
colors are not exact. The gray top on Bashir's uniform is also a lighter color.
See,
I am
even the
so
commenters
upset
say
that I
that's a
brought
dark blue.
this
And
up.
they're both doctors too. So yeah, this is a therapist, Jerry.
Dr.
that,
Seuss?
Picard is talking to. Now we're
I
actually
know, I've
inside
seen that.
Picard's head because last time
He
that
was dead.
Talon
Nearly.
person jumped in.
Mhm.
And so that's why you see stuff like this. There was some weird like sun hologram, and he hands him this hologram. He's like, "Hey, tell me more of this story, blah blah, about what happened when you were
Oh
younger."
god. And story time was her fucking horrendous. Oh, there was once this queen. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
You're a prince.
Queen with fiery red hair.
Yeah,
And then
I
she
didn't like that at
says,
all.
she tells a little story. So here we go. I'll tell the story right now. "I suppose you win," said the prince to the evil sorcerer. "Oh, but just one more thing." The sorcerer, poised to reduce them to fractions of dust, stopped. His magic was gone, stolen back in the very manner he had arrived by it, in the first place. Beaten at his own game, he melted, and all was
What are
right
you
again.
doing?
In time, they would forget he was ever there, but they would never forget the lesson. What's the lesson? There is
Balls?
no better teacher
Then
than your...
enemies.
That's right. So that's...
See, I watched it.
But she tells this story about a sorcerer and he gets his magic taken away as quickly as he got it, and that's the picture that they're drawing, or that's on the window that they're starting to paint. And at
I
some
like
point,
this even less than when I saw it. Go on.
now you're starting to like it even less. I killed it. But
No, it's
so I was
fine. I just
wondering,
really hate this, but it's fine. Please keep it going.
what if you were your own worst enemy? Does that mean that you're your own best teacher?
Well, that was actually, oddly enough, the theme of this week's Fear the Walking Dead, with Alicia had been following this vision of a zombie saying Padre in her dream, and that led her to start an army that she led to their deaths, and then she was feeling guilty for it, but then she realized through a deaf piano player that it was actually her and not the zombie, that she was following her own voice, and she should stay true to herself and follow her. Bobbity boo, bippity boppity. Shut up.
Interesting.
So we're now
No.
a Walking Dead podcast now.
No. Wrong show.
Yeah.
Cut that.
So
Cut that.
John Luke starts talking about how this is his mother. She's the queen with the fiery hair. Do you remember I mentioned something about roses, painted roses? And I was saying like the Queen of Hearts. Well, she's the Red Queen, and his mom's like the Red Queen. That was they're giving all these weird little foreshadowing things that you kind of don't know what they mean, because there's also the Borg Queen, so you don't know what they mean when they're using these things. And that's kind of why I named this Royal Pain in the Ass as well, because she's a queen, there's a Borg Queen that's a pain in the ass. Everything that's royal is just like fucking up in this
Wait a
episode,
minute.
I guess. How's the Queen doing, actually? Wasn't she
Still
sick?
alive. Yeah, she missed out on all the Easter things, but it doesn't matter. They won't announce her death until it's a weekday, Monday to Friday. They'll save it.
What, they don't want to screw up the weekend?
Yeah, they say that they'll put it out at a certain time, so you know when she's dead.
So he talks about how his mom, Picard's mom, is like, she had this sixth sense. She could sense danger, and she's like an animal. And then stuff starts moving around in this picture, because, again, we're in his mind. And the little Batman silhouette, the eyes start glowing. So all this crazy things start happening with
Is that Black Panther?
Yeah, it looks like something like that. Then they're like, hey, let's run away. There's a monster coming. That's what the name of this episode of Picard is, Monster. Oh my god. And his mom gets dragged away, grabbed by a monster and dragged away in the beginning. But he's actually passed out in the hospital.
He's got COVID.
Yeah. Long-standing COVID? What's that called? Long run?
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing I want to bring up is that this is supposed to take place in the present day stuff is supposed to take place in the year 2024, which I would assume the COVID pandemic is still supposed to be going on. So,
COVID's over, you goose. Oh, cut that.
It's already over.
Whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go down that rabbit hole, so I would rather avoid that
I'm just
entirely.
kidding.
Yeah,
But they did say it was something to do with his respiratory system and something like that.
yeah.
But and with his mother too, I just found this other side of the card. Basically, she says that he's like his father. He can express himself with his hand and not with his mouth. He can never say
stop
stuff
with the
about love.
jokes. Sorry. This is being so fucking rude.
So now they're like, where the hell's Girardi? And Rios tells them that, oh, well, she kissed me. And they're like, whoa, the lesbians are all jealous, I guess.
Oh, she kissed you again. Don't go down that rabbit hole, because, we were a good couple. They were not so much so good.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Oh, we're the main couple. They're like the side story.
You fucking cunt.
So, yeah,
Hey, that's my line.
I don't know what. And then they try to look for the Borg Queen, for Agnes, and the ship has been encrypted. So, oh shit, that's in the wrong spot.
Dr.
Oh,
Bashir!
yeah. So now they keep flashing back and forth in this episode so much.
Now he's got the proper costume on we were talking about.
It's
Oh,
still
yeah.
fucking blue!
No, now this is First Contact era or Generations era. Again, I couldn't find
Oh,
it. I was
nice.
looking for
But
it.
we've
looking
moved
these up.
on
Sweet.
from that whole tangent, so let's
Jerry
go back.
just brought it up, Charles.
No,
Oh.
but in the previous picture it was just full black. Whereas this one you can actually see the line across above your tits, I guess. That's not the way to phrase it, but you know what I mean.
No, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
Now it
Above
looks
your-
dark, kind of grayish, darker than the black.
But he's telling Picard that he's gonna write him up and he's gonna relieve him of command because he thinks that he's just gonna commit suicide or something. He says something about 1,000 ways to die, and that hits a note with Picard. And then, Talon goes inside. She jumps inside of Picard's mind. She's looking around. She finds him as a little kid in these catacombs.
Little whiny bitch.
Oh, mother said to stay put, and I'm waiting for my mother. We have to go find her.
Mama said don't move.
But he's chained up to a pole.
Yep, he was chained up all right, gay faggot. Oops, I said a bad word.
That was in the wrong spot. So she breaks the chains for him, and they look around, and all of a sudden he gets taken by this monster. There's a smoke cloud. Boom, boom. Ah, this monster. And she gets grabbed by this other weird monster. Oh my god, she's getting choked. Yay.
I'm gonna come.
And, hey, but she kept her ears still hidden. You know, the Romulan ears didn't come out yet.
Spoiler.
There's some sort of technology she's got that hides it, I guess. I don't know.
No, it's her hair.
It's her hair, yeah. It's not technology.
Well, actually, she does reveal that it is technology, and that once she disables the technology, she can't use it again for another 8 hours.
Oh. I must have missed that because that's how bad this episode was.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for said Time Führer to come out and make his complaint.
Please, Lord, let's.
Well, there's a couple of things. Wait, when do you want to come out, Führer?
Oh, he'll show up like when we get to that point that we all know is coming.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
right.
still
So
in the
know
closet.
what point you mean, even.
They cut back to the hospital again, and now this doctor is back with her son. And
Oh,
he's
I never
got
paid
this,
attention to that. Honey, Mama's going to use some bad words now. And she said no bad words.
She
How
said
do you not
goddamn.
remember that scene? That is the most important scene of the freaking episode, man.
Dude, this fucking episode was so fucking boring. I wanted to pluck my eyes out.
You not realize I am fucking with you.
Well, I'm still giving you the honest truth. I want to pluck my eyes out. These pictures are even worse because this episode was such a fart fest.
Yeah,
So she wants to go into. She breaks into the room because he wouldn't let her in, and she sees that Talon is hooked up to Picard, and she's all freaked out.
Oh my god, what kind of technology is this?
Look, that
And,
actually, that part I actually thought was pretty cool. I like where she like saw everything, and he took her to the ship, and she sees that all that shit is real.
Bro,
I
but
thought
that's
that was
time
cool.
travel 101. You don't take them back to your fucking
Hold on,
ship.
we're almost there. We're almost there.
I actually did think that was kind of cool. But, however, we're getting to the point where the Führer is going to show up.
Oh, of
Are
course,
we?
my computer wants to just freeze now.
Oh, fucking cheap Apple products.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't cheap when it first came out.
Probably not, but
And it's still not cheap.
it's old. So, yeah, I mean, this is just one of those weird episodes where they're jumping into the head and anything weird can happen. And usually when they've had stuff like this, like that, I was showing you guys pictures of where Data had that phone inside of him before. That was one of those where you just didn't know what was going to pop up in that episode. There's other ones where they travel too far out and all their thoughts start becoming true. And, you know, they have episodes like this. And again, another homage. Here's the deep psychosis, crazy anything can happen show. Are you hiding yourself because of your cut? Come, Jim.
Don't come.
My
Be
mustache
proud.
fell off.
Lou,
Don't
are you
come.
just
Do
kissing
not
right
come.
now?
My
Don't come.
mustache fell off.
Don't come. Don't come at all. Do
not
not come.
Says the
Do
guy
not
who's
come.
currently pissing into the toilet.
I'm not coming.
No,
This
you're not.
freaking- Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go.
I'm giving the audience live entertainment of a toilet bowl. What the hell?
You're not.
We're not. It's not an ASMR channel.
This is like the ship's crashing right now.
The ship's taking a piss.
Oh.
I do like the thing on her ears though, because then you can tell she's a Romulan right there.
You jerk off the elf porn, Jerry?
Yeah, I do. Every Christmas.
I didn't mean those kind of. I
But-
didn't mean like Christmas elves. That's just sick. I meant like, you know.
Well,
like
Vulcans
just
are-
midget porn. Yeah,
Vulcans
midget
and
porn.
Romulans are basically space elves.
This is a correct statement.
So at this
I agree
point,
with the statement you had made, Charles Whedon.
like Talon has breaking free from that
Breaking?
freaking thing
He is
that
She was
Breaking
Breaking
Free?
Bad.
that was choking her.
Oh, I can't stand
Oh
that.
shit! But Picard's head is all fucked up. So he calls the ship and says, "Hey, beam me something to stimulate his brain." So he beams some shit into his hand, and the chick sees him. So she's getting freaked out.
Oh my
He's
god,
like, "Here."
¿qué es esto?
He's like, "Take this thing and like use it on him." She's like, "I'm gonna use it on you, motherfucker." He's like, "I trust you. You're a doctor."
Is
Just-
Jim
just
frozen
use
with
it.
a mic in his fucking mouth?
No, why? What is wrong? I'm right here. Hi.
He's supposed to talk in the mic, not behind the mic.
No,
You know, why is it
it's-
when I
mean,
have 200 plus pictures, it works? Oh, here we go.
Flawlessly.
Yeah, no shit. What the fuck?
But today
You
we
cut-
only have 69.
Nice.
Perfect.
169 to be exact.
So she's like, "Oh, I found you in your head. Yay, let's get out of here, you weak little fuck." She unhooked him. Then they flash back to the ship, and Seven and Raffi are like, "Oh, what's going on? Where is when was the last Borg contact?" And they find a video in the ship's log that shows Girardi was doing the Borg contact,
Oh yeah, she
It's
was doing the
kinda-
Borg all right.
reprogramming shit.
You know, guys, I'm a little upset that you didn't notice my cosplay today.
No,
Is
you're
it
only
your
sitting on top of
picture?
the mic.
What?
This is who you were looking for, correct, Jim?
I don't know
can't
what it
see.
is. Big, make his screen big.
Whoa.
I don't know what that. Oh, that's a
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Monkey. Yep.
Dr.
No, but
Zayas,
that's
Dr.
not what I
Zayas.
cosplayed as. Today I came as a Kelpian, which is what Saru is for anyone who doesn't know.
It's reflecting too much.
A Kelpian dressed
Maybe I
as
should
a
remove
normal
Lou from the
man, disguised as a normal man, human man. So I'm really upset nobody noticed that. and
How the fuck do you expect us to pick up on that?
It'd just
Yeah,
be
you're still wearing
nice
your
for a
scarf.
little notice and appreciation for the hard work.
That'd be like
Hard work of what? Shaving your fucking mustache and fucking it, and then having to sit behind a
No.
microphone?
That's irrelevant.
I'm trying to figure out
talking
where's your
about my
cosplay.
Kelpian. I'm a Kelpian who is disguised as a regular human man
How? Sway?
with technology.
But technology hasn't evolved that far yet. We're still living in the 20th century.
The thing in the Fantastic Beasts, where they in the Harry Potter program, where they the giggle juice. You know what's that stuff that they take?
Okay,
and
so
they-
you
they
took
get
some
more
Button in
big-
her shirt.
Some butt juice.
Biggleberry
She looks
juice.
like she has a butt in her
some
shirt.
polysexual juice. What is it called?
Okay.
Polyjuice
Polyjuice.
potion.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, they're
oh,
pushing that
Fuck
chick's
you
little
guys.
fake boobs up way.
Yeah, they're
far. That's why
definitely
it looks-
shoved up the whole time. You can tell. I think in the last episode when she was singing, when it all went dark and whatever, yeah, you could probably tell they were all fucking.
You put it
Basically,
back
they
up.
were held up with fucking suspenders. You just couldn't see. What a cheer!
All right, so
Terrible at singing as well.
and then
I hear a
oh,
microwave.
The ready room that they were in. It's revealed that the room that they were in, that they were he was being analyzed in, is the ready room, but we're not sure which ready room. It could have been, I guess, the Enterprise D or
They say it looks like E.
Or, I mean,
that
E,
would
not
have
D,
been
yeah.
His heyday. Hay.
that would have been his heyday. After the show was his heyday. Yeah, of course.
V wants to know what's wrong with Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is turning into the Borg Queen. There's your update.
Yes.
Calamity Germain says, "Good to catch you, fellows."
And then,
Did
there's
you bring a net or something?
like, watch out! There's monsters. There's monsters.
You know what, though?
You
I
come to
have one
find
issue.
out the monster is his father, who is
Of course, because he had daddy issues. Why is it every male has a daddy issue? Or every female has mama issues? Like, go fix your fucking issues, you fucking cunts.
And then his dad's like,
Tell a better story.
I wasn't the monster. Oh, Jesus Christ.
She's been followed by
you can't even
monsters
see
her
that.
whole life.
Yeah, yeah.
You did
So
watch this
apparently,
one.
his mother was the one that was crazy, and that his father was the one that was trying to protect him from it. Yeah, like that.
But yet the
story
father gets villainized.
Yeah, like that story hasn't been told so many times before.
Yeah, but you guys, is it an okay time to say where this is going? At least where I believe this is going, or do we wait until the end to properly? I mean,
Also, at the same time, I don't understand how Picard was even able to come to this conclusion, because all of this shit that was playing out was all in his head. So everything that he was experiencing within his mind was all from his own perspective. So there's no guarantee that things actually played out the way that he perceived them to. So this was all according to his own perceptions, not what actually played out.
Well, and that's why he tells him, "Here, look again." And he looks inside this book and he goes, "Oh, the tunnels! You told me not to go into those tunnels because there's 1,000 ways to die." And then he remembers that his mother actually kind of every once in a while would have a problem and needed to run down into the tunnels. Jim tells us where this is going. Lead the way, baby. There you go, Jimmy.
Lead us, Jim. Lead the way. Is that a brain?
That star thing that thing he was holding in the therapist's office.
Dude, I'm seeing things that I honestly missed in this show. Wow, I really was tuned out.
Yep. Just like
They
you
were
were
quick
tuned out
little
in
moments.
First Contact, you asshole.
Dude, I'm sorry.
What the fuck is going on?
Like,
right, enough of this. This is where it's all going, and I'm going to tell you right now. Enough of this nonsense and tomfoolery.
Wait, we're gonna get Frank McDonald in here.
Was that you, Lou?
Nope, I didn't do anything.
Toby! Oh.
He's not here.
No,
Fucking Charles!
I don't have permissions to do that.
Why this?
But Jerry does.
I just want to
I'm not
Can I smash
welcome.
a computer live on TV? On TV, the internet? Here?
Oh my god. Like,
Will the computers come after me when they take over?
this is like...
So yeah, that looks like a maze. It's a labyrinth in a book that obviously his mother had been reading, and she would just probably get stuck in these fantasy worlds, and she would have problems with the real world, with defining reality inside her head.
Now that does sort of throw a wrench in my theory that the Borg Queen that was on the Stargazer was his mother, because that leads me to question, if that Borg Queen was his mother, how did she get captured and assimilated by the Borg then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way. She probably got locked up. I don't know. Do they do that in the future?
Well, I would assume that their treatment of people with various mental illnesses was probably definitely improved in the future.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's the mother. I don't think it's the mother anymore. I honestly think it's Girardi.
If it's Girardi, then how does she know about
because he told the story, and then you got to understand the Girardi's implanted by the old queen, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure she was when they assimilated Picard somewhat. They got into his mind and they got into his deepest inner thoughts, and that's how they'll probably try to
Okay.
spin it.
I have a suggestion. Go back to when they first meet up with that Borg ship. Picard shows up on the Stargazer, and the Borg voices start talking Picard, and try to listen to try to match that voice and try to figure out who is actually saying that.
It'll be
Because
too hard.
you know how good I am at picking up on that shit.
Then where would they get the mother from?
It's like a rocket.
I mean, let's be real. Did
Well,
they
at
go
the-
back in time?
At the time of being able to hear that,
Dude.
I'd had nobody to compare that voice to, and with the information that I had at the time, I had reason to believe that Borg queen was going to be his mother. But now that we now know that Girardi has been infected with Borg nanites and she is slowly becoming a Borg queen, I now have new information allowing me to come up with a new conclusion. And I now think I can go back and compare Girardi's voice to the Borg Queen's voice on the Stargazer, and maybe I can figure out if that actually was Girardi speaking instead of somebody else.
I see where you're going with that, but I feel like they're masking the voice to a point.
I
to
can
where it's-
still figure it out, dude. I'm pretty good at that.
We're gonna lead you. We're gonna have you lead the cyber attack.
What cyber attack?
Come on now, you don't want Anonymous coming after Charles again.
Oh God, not that crap again.
That's what's making you puke, Jim. That black tar you're drinking.
It's Coke Zero. It's like water.
Coke Zero, more like.
Coke Zero is not like water. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Read the ingredients. It sure is.
Water is one of the ingredients, yes, but
And
it's
some
not
chemicals.
just like water.
You tell him, Charles. I mean, Miles O'Brien.
Charles,
spirit
we already
animal.
we went over this like 4 years ago with the whole, you drinking your, what is it, sugar-free or something is even worse than, or no, not sugar-free, caffeine-free or something? Or?
No. It's
You got a fan, Charles.
my name isn't actually Miles. It's just for this episode.
Should we want
Right.
to make a love connection with Charles Whedon and Calamity Jane tonight?
There you go.
I don't
You know,
what's
Toby
happening.
said he needed a girl too. I mean, they might be
Well, why don't we
fighting
get
over
Toby, Calamity, Charles, and the two of them can go against each other in Star Trek trivia, or space-related trivia, or sci-fi trivia. No Dune.
Why not no Dune?
Just because.
Oh, okay.
No, dude.
Dune
I
was
don't like
fantastic.
Dune. That's the only reason I have for you.
Well, Dune was good.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just tell the rest of the story. So he finds
Okay,
out
story
that
time.
His mom has mental problems, and
Hmm.
that's the real problem. And then he wakes up. Yay! He's awake.
This show is
And,
too woke.
And
Too
then he
woke.
lets her out of the stinking cell, and then she dies, and it was his fault, which proves he killed Mr. Crusher because he has nothing but scary monsters in his head and a history of covering up the murders he's responsible for
You think
and
he
the
murdered
reasons
his
behind
mother?
them.
Maybe he burned the house with his brother and nephew in it too.
Picard had a brother?
Uh-huh, because,
yes,
you know, he had
yes.
to have it all. He had to have it. He's a
If-
murdering man,
if
I'm
you-
telling you.
If you watch Star Trek Generations, you would know that Picard had a brother and a nephew who both died in a house fire, which pretty much destroyed Picard's family.
The
And they
nephew
were-
who died in the house fire is the reason why you've been saying fruit booter, and you don't even know this is disrespectful, Lou.
Yeah, it's
You
just
called him a
with-
fruit
he was
booter,
the
and he
original
died in a
fruit
fire.
booter.
Yeah,
Fruit
it's just-
Brooder comes from no Picard at all. It comes
Yeah,
from
it's
all
just-
it comes from all the fucking
people.
fruit brooding
when,
freaks that walk
when
the
Picard's
street.
brother and his nephew died, that was the end of the Picard bloodline.
So
With
Charles,
Picard's death, that's the end of the family. There will
Charles-
be no more Picards.
Calamity in the chat has asked if you have a large penis or not because she's a size queen, and that's the number one consideration before she even plays the game between you and Toby. Do you have a big penis? She wants to know.
I am
right
not.
now.
I'm not going to respond to that.
that means it's huge.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's got one on
He's
his-
packing.
in his
He's
drawer.
packing a 10-incher.
I've got a massive penis, but I keep it in a box next to my bed. Come on, you can
A
be
size
honest.
queen.
What the fuck? What
What the fuck was the border is mostly closed? I don't even want any fucking more information about that. Game over. Game over.
TMI.
This is your fault, Jim.
It's not my fault. I can't control what people do and what they want and who they love or not. I ain't no
blame you.
Nazi.
This is your goddamn fault.
So,
It's your
all
fault
right,
for shaving
so
your head and getting so sexy.
Then,
She wants
It
to
goes
grease
to-
you up and sit on your head, not your face.
then starts after this all this revelation of the mother.
Please, Star Trek,
starts-
please.
You know, they go to show Rios again. Oh, here we go. Oh wow. What's going on? Oh, how far is it gonna go? Oh my goodness, that's his father when he was younger. Oh my god. Oh, it's not even shared anymore. All of a sudden, my computer just like unfroze and froze up again. So, oh well.
Well, in the meantime, besides Whedon being so sexy, Happy Go Bexy said, what percentage of the population will be fruit booters in the future? Very good question. Thank you, chat. Wonderful.
Well, if fruit brooders means what I think it means, and since the future, at least in Star Trek, is primarily a democratic socialism, I am fairly certain about 98% of them are fruit booters.
I think
You're
you're right
muted,
about
Lou.
that.
I think.
I'm pretty sure even Picard has booted some fruit.
Yeah.
Definitely. He sounds
Okay,
like a
so-
real fucking windjammer, to be honest.
About
What is that word?
about
What did you say?
Windjammer.
so
Stick up
In
their ass
recent
and stop
years-
the wind coming out. Yeah.
fruit booters have decided that it's really good to recruit young, right? The younger recruit or not recruit. I mean, get people out of the closet when they're younger, if they don't want them to stay in the closet so long. So if being a fruit booter is genetic and none of the people have children, eventually will it just be flushed out of the genetics? Because before people would hide it and have children. And then when they're older, maybe they'd be like, you know what,
I was secretly a fruit brooder my whole life.
I've been a fruit booter this whole time. But
Oh,
does
it's
that mean
like
that eventually
Becky,
they're-
clip that. Lou said he's been a secret fruit booter his whole life.
Nope, not me. Oh, you ain't got to puke now, huh? You hear certain words, you're like clip, 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 clip.
Oh yeah.
I will
Wait,
blow
what did you
this.
just say? You ain't got to puke now. You hear certain words like clip, 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 clip.
No, you hear certain words, you're like clip, 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 clip it, because Damien sucks at clipping.
Clip it, clip it. Damien sucks at clipping.
Yeah,
I don't
clip
think
it
he
like
watches
your
this
fucking
show.
mustache.
It fell off. It was an accident. It was a horrible tragedy.
You fucking Amish lover. Secret
I looked the horse in the eye, and
Amish.
now here I am.
Yep, unfortunately, that horse died too.
From AIDS. Because I raped it. I raped that horse, and now it died of AIDS later.
Yes.
We're only
Terrible
halfway through the
tragedy.
show.
After all this happens, now Rios finds the time to like bond with this kid from the past.
Why is there no Ukrainian flag? That they're
Why am
flying on?
like
That's all I know.
Toby? What's wrong with you? How am I on mute? You
Oh, Jesus
fucking death
Christ.
faggot. And I don't
Oh my
get this
God.
one.
Lewis!
It froze again.
Get a
Can
ringtone?
I'll read that in Scottish. Can I get a
Shut this
ringtone?
shit off.
Okay, I mean, make a ringtone.
I'm taking that shit away. Fuck that.
What's
yeah,
wrong,
that's what's
Sean
freezing it
Luke?
up.
We've still got 20
Chrome
slides.
was freezing it up. I probably need to Oh, it keeps telling me to update, and I'm like, yeah, go screw yourself.
You don't have enough space on the cloud. That's probably what's fucking you.
No, that shouldn't be it. But Chrome does take up a lot of fucking memory. Fucking memory hog.
Speaking of hogs, I've heard Charles has a big hog.
Charles, why haven't you told us about
Charles.
time comp yet? Have you?
Oh, we haven't gotten to that part in the episode
Well,
yet.
what
I'm
the
waiting.
fuck? Would everyone shut up? I'm waiting for 2 weeks now for the Führer to return. The return of our glorious Führer.
We gotta save the Fuhrer for the end, man. That's the get.
Bro, everybody's talking about Chrome is garbage. Well, what the fuck do you use, guys?
I'm just
Please
saying, shave his
explain.
head for this.
I use Firefox.
Who
Fuck
don't
a
talk about
Firefox.
Chrome on the Star Trek? What are you guys even saying?
Star Trek.
You know what, bro?
All
This
right,
fucking
all right.
Chichilian fucking zoop here
Yeah.
decides to take the doctor to the ship like, oh, I'm gonna get some brownie points, so I'm gonna take her to my ship.
Yeah. But she asks him, "What are you, from space?" And he says, "No, I'm from Chile. I only work in outer space." And that's a
Chile.
throwback to Voyage Home, Star Trek 4, not 6, and where he says the same thing to a chick in the past. So again, they didn't have to do any writing; they're taking stuff.
I'm gonna try to stick 6 fingers
Oh.
in your ass, but only 4 will fit.
So the
yeah,
voyage home, that's the one where they go back and get the fucking whale, right?
Yes.
There where they have to take
Now
the
what-
Klingon ship and make it a
That's
big
part
fish tank.
6. You're saying,
It's
right?
the
Lou?
one with the
you're
woman
saying
who's
is part
forbidden.
6.
It's the one with the woman where she's banging on the ship, screaming, "Admiral Kirk! Admiral Kirk!"
Where the ship is like cloaked at the time, right? So she's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
running on nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she leaves.
Fixed-
She leaves her timeline and goes to the future. Doesn't that disrupt the time flow?
Not really.
Firefly.
If her presence in the past does not have a significant effect on the timeline.
They're also stealing 2 whales. You don't think that has a? I mean, come on.
No, because there's plenty of whales in the sea.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on the person or the entity, I guess.
God damn you, fucking Jim!
Lou.
What did I do?
Like
Fucking clip
about
it,
yourself
clip it,
that way.
and it's already done.
it's like the video that I like shared. It's I hate temporal mechanics. It's because temporal mechanics are incredibly complicated.
Dude, this fucking season is complicatedly stupid.
Well, one
I
thing
mean, it's
I
either
wonder
complicated or it's stupid. You got to pick
If
one.
they-
You can't have both.
No, it's literally they've made it so complex and dumb that no one wants to watch. Like how they get renewed for a 3rd season is baffling because this shit sucks.
Yeah. Season
That's gonna be
one
the last season.
sucked.
Third
Season
one's gonna be
one
the last one.
sucked. Season 2 sucked. I'm fairly certain season 3 is gonna suck, even though they already have the entire cast of TNG.
Watch.
So,
Oh
you're gonna-
God,
These
man.
two
This
are
is-
looking for the Borg Queen.
Yeah.
They see a flashback of what she did. She went into this bar, and there's this chick singing, but this chick is actually Patrick Stewart's wife.
Patrick Stewart's gay.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not.
No, he's not.
No,
I
his
swear
wife's
to-
like a teenage woman of like 47 or something.
I thought Patrick Stewart.
47-year-old.
I swear to God, I thought Patrick Stewart was a fruit Buddha that had something going on with Sir Ian McKellen.
No, Sir Ian McKellen is gay.
I know he's gay. I thought
he's
Patrick was gay.
No. Patrick Stewart is married to a woman.
That's just a
I think
family.
she's like 39 years younger than him or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Her name's Sunny Ozell.
43
God
years old.
damn! God damn! Well, I always thought Patrick Stewart was gay.
I don't know where you thought that, but that is amazing.
Lucy's fruit booters everywhere.
Yes, he does.
I see fruit booters.
I swear
Bro.
this is the Sixth Sense, but for fruit booters.
And now that's what we need.
Oh,
Dude,
he's not gay. He's just English.
no, bro. The way him and Sir Ian McKellen hang out and fucking party together, bro. I thought they were lovers.
They make all
No,
those
they're
weird
just
videos
best
and stuff
friends,
together.
you faggot.
They kiss and stuff, and like in weird hats.
Hey, don't you do that with all your friends? I do that.
No, I don't kiss and hug them.
Ah, man.
So,
What
alright.
if we hang out? We're not going to kiss and hug and tickle?
Yeah.
No, I'm
We're
sorry,
gonna
Jim.
Kiss and hug and tickle
Each other,
Charles.
just-
When we go take over in hot water, I'm not gonna hug and tickle you.
You will shave his
Okay,
ass
so the queen had shattered a window, and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" So now Picard's up. They tell him about everything that's going on, and all of a sudden, Talon shows, "Hey, look, I'm a Romulan. I have these weird ears." And he's like, "You must be an ancestor of so and so."
Oh, God.
He's gonna fuck the
My-
woman he loves, great grandmother, and then it's gonna turn out that Laris that he's in love with is actually his great granddaughter.
Oh
And then
my
he's still gonna
God.
fuck her anyway because he's a sick man who kills people and has demons in his head.
I think the song "I'm My Own Grandpa" like fits here.
I'm my own grandpa.
What?
So she's telling him that Q wants him to learn something. That's why he was stuck in his brain like that. So he goes to Guinan, who has
Oh,
a plan.
God, this stupid scene.
Here we go.
Because he wants to summon Q. So he goes back to Guinan, who he thinks might
Hey,
be able to do it.
hey, Charles, summon the Q, and I will put you on the screen.
I don't have any
Brian
drinks
Q?
with me.
What?
I don't have any drinks with me.
Why do you need a drink?
Well, that's what Guinan did to summon the Q.
No, I just need you to summon the Time Fear so we can put you on the screen.
Oh, okay.
So she puts a little dab of the drink in. The whole bar starts shaking. All this crazy stuff happens. Boom. Oh, then they cut away. Okay, they're still looking for the Borg Queen. So she grabs a bottle out of the trash, and yeah.
Okay. Put me back on, Lou.
Go ahead.
I know I have said many times to you idiots that I have a great dislike for time travel storylines. One of my least favorite movies of all time is Back to the Future because that movie can fuck off and die painfully in a fire. I absolutely hate that movie with a passion. But
Spoiler
love-
alert: Charles was raped by a looper when he was a teen,
but
fruit
no,
booty
18
looper.
over.
But no, it's just like one of the things that I absolutely dislike about time travel storylines so much is that when someone from the future travels to the past and then ends up getting captured by people in the past, and the people in the past use the people from the future to their advantage. And that's one of the things that I dislike the most about time travel storylines because it's just
Well,
fucking hell. Oh my god. I fucking
Okay.
hate that.
Let your rage out. Let it out.
That scene, that when they got arrested right there, that scene was enough for me to say, fuck it, I'm out. It's just like, I was like, at that moment, I was like, you know what, I'm done. It's just, I may
I need that
continue with the show just for the sake of this podcast, but it's just, I may not watch season 3.
Well,
It's just-
hold on. This really hit a lot of people hard, just like you. But so they think that Q's going to be coming, so she does this weird little pose thingy that we've seen before. I've shown you this from before when she saw Q on the Enterprise.
Arr,
The other guy.
leprechaun. Arr,
She kind of half does it because she feels.
I'm Irish
The
like
Hooters
Jerry
are about.
Lou doing.
And someone comes downstairs. It's this guy. And he's like, hey, can I just have a drink? No, we're closed. Oh, come on, let me get a drink. All right, whatever. He shows that he has a video of Picard beaming in. To
How the
his
fuck do
face.
they got that kind of technology?
And then he says he's into sci-fi and unexplainable things. And then he says, hey, we're the feds. You know, they get arrested.
They could have just say his fucking camera was glitching and you just seen a bunch of.
They said
That's what
that.
she said. She said, "Oh, the cameras, we got rid of them because they were messing up all over the place." I said, "Yeah, okay."
Pouring too many black crowns.
Yeah. This is my response to that entire sequence.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Well, that guy that played that part. Well, let's go back to him.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah,
Sons of
yeah.
Anarchy,
Shooter.
The Shield.
Well, he also was in Star Trek before.
Was he? Oh, look
That's
at
him.
that. But that's not a fucking Star Trek emblem.
Actually,
Oh.
it is time ship. The time ship. What was
Yes.
it like? Was it like the 25th or 26th century?
So he played,
What the fuck is the
Duquesne.
time ship?
It
at
was when
29th
the
century.
it was when
He's
the
a 29th
Federation.
century. Oh, go
What-
ahead, go ahead.
It was when the Federation decided to they decided to get into protecting the timeline. It was like the 28th or 29th century where they were tasked with protecting the timeline. They were pretty prominent in Star Trek Voyager. They showed up a lot there.
Protecting
Yes.
the timeline, like, oh, they go back in time so often that they need someone to protect the fucking timeline.
Yeah, it's just
Really?
they stop people from manipulating the timeline from their advantage.
They watch the timelines, and this comes into play in
Oh,
the show
God.
Enterprise a little bit. So
yeah,
he
yeah.
played a
The
29th
temporal
century
Cold War. Yeah.
temporal agent that recruited 7 of 9 to thwart a bomb that was going to blow up Voyager in the past by people that were going in the past, right before it left the shipyard. So
Agent Baxton, right? Baxter or something.
Fuck, my head is about to explode.
He was
So
the
do
one
you
that
think
blamed
this
the
guy
bomb.
could still be this kind of character?
like,
I
that's
don't-
what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, it's possible, but
That's that, and that would and people go, well, why does he come in with all these guys? Why does he do an actual like sting?
Why is he coming in
Well-
all these guys?
Well, he came in. A bunch of guys with guns came in after him. It was like a big sting. Well, probably because they've already messed with the timeline enough. Enough crazy stuff has happened. They've been there long enough to get picked up. So now it has to. They can't just run in there and drag them out or beam out, and no one ever comes out of there. So that's what people are thinking about that. So
I think it's
Yes.
far more likely that he's just there for a cameo, and he's not even connected to the time division of the Federation.
So what they're basically doing is finding every which way to shoehorn old characters in this fucking
Like I s-
Picard. Why are we zooming in on her leg?
I got to scroll up.
Now we're back to her cleavage. Do we need to pull out the Jerry boobs?
That's the last one. That's the last picture. That's 69 right there, baby.
Oh my god, you are such a sicko.
God
Leave your
damn
sick
it.
fantasies in your head.
Yeah.
Me?
But no, it's just,
Fucking
no.
one
I
of
will say
69.
as just the final note from the Time Fuhrer. The Time Fuhrer says that this episode can fuck off. So it's just
A lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
But then there's the other side of people who really loved it.
Loved
Oh, yeah.
what? What was to love? A doofus kid running around in a fucking makeshift house dungeon?
A doofus kid that doesn't know how to act his way out of a goddamn paper bag.
Oh, that was one of my problems. Yes. The beginning with the mother, that scene was horrible to get through with that kid. I'm like, oh.
The kid could not act. It's like, where the fuck did you even find the little bastard?
Yeah.
Dude,
What?
at first I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? What is this horse shit?
I don't even like child actors. I don't. Because
You
most
love
of the
them.
time,
Well, that's
most-
very good to
most
hear.
of the time they don't even know how to act. They're just there for a specific purpose, or maybe the producer has.
That's what they all say.
God.
No, I don't like that cute child actor. I don't like
Yeah,
him at all.
as I said in those episodes. Yeah,
It's
you
just
can tell
look.
someone's-
I tend to avoid shows or something that has child actors in it because most of the time child actors are fucking annoying because they don't know how to act because they're inexperienced.
So what are you wanting? Some 40-year-old playing a kid?
No, not at all. I understand that there's a
Yeah,
few
I want the good
exceptions.
old days of Revenge of the Nerds and all those other movies
I
where it
understand
was
there's a
literally
few
40-year-olds.
exceptions where a kid can actually be very talented, but that's a rarity nowadays because now you have all these parents that are more concerned about getting their kid in Hollywood so they can mooch off of their kid's success so they don't have to work a day in their life.
So how
Speak
do
it,
I
Charles.
do this?
Speak
How
it.
do I get involved in that business now?
I'm
I got
fairly
two of them.
certain
I
that-
can.
I'm fairly
No,
certain
you
that
can
if
be
you
truths.
did that to your kids, they would hate you for the rest of their fucking lives.
You don't
And
want to
they'd
be a
little
Will
jerk-offs.
Wheaton.
They'd be little jerk-offs like that
depends.
jerk-off Will Wheaton, who I forgot I wanted to yell about this week.
Oh,
Wah,
yes.
wah. Oh, I'm my parents. They pushed me into acting. Wah, wah. I was so traumatized. Jerry O'Connell, thank you for telling me how brave I am on The View today, or The Talk. And then oh, my dad was emotionally abusive, and it's like, whatever you endured, so many other people fucking endure so much worse and don't get to be Will fucking Wheaton, fucking Hollywood actor, legend character and stuff. Why are we looking at his sideways head? It's so confusing to me. And he's like, so disapproving too. So strange. But yeah, he's a jerk off, and it's his Hollywood entitlement and Hollywood fucking whatever ishness.
Oh God, Will fucking Wheaton. Oh, my parents forced me to act. Oh,
Yeah, but the thing is that with
I
Will
wanted to be a crackhead instead.
No, Will Wheaton doesn't have any right to complain. That much is true. But the thing is that not every child actor who becomes an adult actor becomes like him, becomes as successful as him.
But is he really successful?
No, he's not.
I didn't think so because
No.
he had a little stint on fucking The
Nowadays-
Big Bang. Oh,
nowadays-
look, it's Will Wheaton.
Nowadays, the one thing that he is most famous for is his role on a web series on a YouTube channel called Geek and Sundry. That's it. That is the one thing he is most famous for.
I mean, are
nowadays.
we like fucking with our cameras now to go sideways?
I ain't fucking messing with my camera. Fuck off.
I mean, okay. Hello. Hi.
You fat piece of shit.
But no, it's I think Will Wheaton's show on Geek and Sundry is called Tabletop or something. It's where they play tabletop board games with celebrities.
Oh my goodness. I
Oh,
hate
how
stuff like that.
lame.
I watched it. It's actually pretty entertaining.
Doesn't sound horrible to me.
Yeah.
It sounds stupid, and it should die in a barrel of piss.
We should play Star Trek's Dungeons and Dragons right here on the Alpha Podrants.
Uh-oh.
So this is something that he did as well. All right,
Fuck you,
so
Fruit Booter.
he was like, he was complaining to somebody about
Sucking too
one
much
time-
cock.
So he's like, all right, so Wesley's like, yo, this is a k-fold contravariant Riemannian tensor field, and you can't possibly understand it. That was impossible for me to remember. One, it doesn't exist. It's a thing that somebody made up. It always confused me back then. If it's a thing that's made up and it doesn't exist, why does it matter if I say Riemannian instead of Riemannian? It should not matter. Well, if you're me, you'll find out years later that there was a guy that was a grad student at Caltech. He was doing some work for the next generation. He was kind of writing technical dialogue. This kid was working with the science advisor. He found out he was going to get to write a technobabble line for Wesley. This guy, as most men in 1990, was like, I don't like Wesley. So he deliberately wrote the most difficult, complicated, nonsensical thing he could come up with to force me to say. So the beginning of this is a k-fold contravariant Riemannian tensor field, and you can't possibly understand it. Am I that much better than, well, I mean, he was a kid at the time, but actor Will Wheaton? It's like, how do you complain about saying things? I don't want to say it like that. Let me write my own stuff. What's going on with him? Like, he has to, it's like something comes out where he's complaining about something all the time.
Just like
He's a
everybody.
spoiled, delusional, silver spoon wearing faggot.
It sounds like he's complaining like a little bitch.
I do
When
not
he was
condone
on
all
the-
this rude words, Charles Whedon.
When he was on,
I'm not
on
the only
talk,
one saying these rude words.
when he was on the talk, what was it? Like he had some abuse or something when he was a kid, just that his parents pushed him so hard that it was abusive? Is that what
That
it was?
his mom pushed him to acting, and his father was emotionally abusive, unavailable.
So God, he had some mental health issues.
Okay, if his
Again,
Okay,
this
if
Star
it-
Trek show is so woke.
Okay, if his father was unavailable, he wasn't being emotionally abusive. Because
Emotionally
he wasn't
unavailable.
because if he wasn't there, he wasn't there
Why?
to be.
Why must you
emotionally
show us those shoes?
They're for you because you show your. I would say I was
Now
off
you're-
mic. I made a Lou joke, but
You
when I
are
did it-
mentally abusing me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Well, I mean, so
I am going to go
triggered.
call
He feels
the
triggered.
Hey.
woke community because you are enraging my disdain for nameless shoes.
Hey, Will we?
Says the guy that has several $100 worth of shoes.
How much?
I'm going to say
Jordans.
something actually.
How
Several
mu-
$100.
No. We're going to need to be a little more clarify. It's a lot.
$700 per
Go-
pair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know
There's
how many
$3,000 sitting on that floor.
floor? You have it on the fucking floor.
Where do shoes go?
On the
don't-
floor.
You don't put $3,000 worth of shoes on the floor. You put it on a fucking shelf on display.
Yeah, I display them when I go out my house.
Hey guys, you like my space hat? Because I'm from
You
outer
dumb
space.
motherfucker. Oh my god.
You
Charles,
look like
that's
Ace
very rude to say to me.
You look
I
like
didn't
Ace of-
say it to you, jackass.
I'm
Charles,
sorry.
don't call Lou a jackass.
No. Now Jim looks like a fucking Taliban turban fucker.
Oh my god, he really does.
Now we're gonna rename the show.
My
Our
name's
Icon.
Obama Jim Laden.
Clip it! Clip it!
Back.
Clip it.
Okay,
Keep
so
going.
we got a jihadist over there, and we got a white supremacist right here.
It's a match made in space history.
Oh my god.
I mean, if
Yes,
I
and we're
didn't
both
know
from
you,
space.
You could look like Saudi Arabian, Iraqi.
Oh, you got Charles choking on his own burrito.
So
I
Lou,
finished
you
my
just
fucking burritos like an hour ago.
Yeah, it just came out of the microwave. You said.
I know you've been kind of like
Stop
fed up
that,
with this
Jerry.
for a while, Lou, huh? And,
Jerry,
and now
fucking-
Charles is starting to get that way.
No, Charles was fed up with this shit in season 1. He's only watching it for this.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
I've been done. It's just this show can just no. Like I really
Look,
wanted
you-
to
you-
like this show.
I
Here's
don't
where-
like what you're saying, and I'm going to chop off your head because of it.
Why not just chop off my hand while you're at it?
This is what I'm going to say.
Too easy,
It,
too easy.
it will be a little controversial, but I don't give a fuck. This show can go hang out with Sir Ian McKellen while Patrick Stewart is ramming him in his fruit booter.
Hey, is he a fruit booter? You know what we would do to fruit booters where I'm from? Me, Obama, Jim Laden.
You'd kill him.
You threw them a party.
We punched them in the eye.
Wait a minute. Do you get a 30-second ban? No, I'm just kidding.
L'chaim.
Are you
Babka
practicing?
Babka.
This
you
is
throw them. You
practice.
throw
What
them
you
off
saying?
of a. You throw them off of a building into a ball pin.
No, we don't do that. That's too much. We don't do that. We just we poke them with sticks.
Yeah. Sticks.
You should
Yeah.
work for that tomorrow, Jim.
Poking, all right. Oh yeah, baby. Take that poker. Ooh, poker.
Well, this was a little shaky show, you know. I don't know. I think your beer.
Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper.
I think Jim just really screwed us.
Scissor
We're gonna,
time.
Live long and scissor, and Qaplah.
Kapah.
Ah,
Happy Easter, I guess.
No.
When the Klingon rises again.
hey. Easter.
Some people say Happy
Fuck,
Easter.
they don't
I say
believe
happy.
Easter around here.
I say Happy Pagan Sex Day.
Happy Easter and Bunny Day.
Oh, we're gonna get
No,
Charles
that was
Whedon.
just highly inappropriate of you.
Charles, we're getting you on a show to get drunk off of mead.
Yep, we're starting a
Blue show?
$500
Yes,
mead
you guys
GoFundMe.
know that I have never been drunk, but why do you pick now to get me drunk?
Why not?
I thought we ended the show. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No, we
yeah.
didn't yet. All right. Yeah. Live long and Cesar. Thank you, Jerry, for coming.
Jerry doesn't say no
Put it
words.
in
He
your
just
space
farts.
hole.
Yeah, I